Good afternoon, Flyover TCG here with you today, coming from gorgeous Nebraska. Got business cards. Got myself some business cards made. I got a sense of humor, so going with Degenerate Seller on the back of it. 0-1 token creature. And then on the front, actual information. Got my my Facebook and my YouTube. Got my TCGPlayer and my eBay. One thing I'm really trying to do is to link my eBay and my TCG kind of together. I have a lot of repeat customers in both platforms, so I'm honestly just trying to give buyers the opportunity to see that I have two different platforms I sell on, and to just kind of expand that base. I like to think if you're a repeat customer, maybe I did something right, maybe there's something you enjoyed, or maybe it's just sheer randomness and I'm just the lowest price. So without further ado, we're going to package some cards because I got nothing to rip right now. So I'm going to start off. I got TCG orders right now that I'm working. I just finished eBay orders. So just kind of show you what my process is. So here's a card. I got these things. I use semi-flexible card holders. And this is like some off-brand from, not from eBay, from Amazon. Listen, I know there's people that love top loaders. And by all means, there's nothing wrong with them. When you are using plain white envelope, when you're shipping, I ship in a number 6 envelope. When you're shipping this way and you're not sending it non-machinable, these cards are going to go through, these cards are going to have to go through a sorting machine. In my experience, shipping both sports cards and Magic cards has taught me that top loaders sometimes don't play nice with the sorting machines. So I do semi-flexible. Is there a chance that gets damaged? Of course, there's a chance it gets damaged. I refund. Listen, I refund people. If your cards get damaged, I refund you. If they don't show up, I refund you. Like that. I've been selling long enough to understand that, hey, sometimes the post office doesn't get things right. And I mean, I guess my guarantee is worst case scenario, you end up with no cards and your money back. Obviously, that's never optimal, but you know, that's the other piece. I try my best to, you know, if I miss a card, because Lord knows I make some mistakes. So I miss a card, I send it to the, you know, buyer reaches out to me, says, hey, you forgot a card. I am always going to refund you for that card and attempt to, you know, send it to you free of charge, because, you know, that was my mistake. I send you the wrong version of a card. I mean, I'm going to make mistakes sometimes. I try to do right by the buyer every time. So not perfect, never will be, but by all means, you know, I strive to at least give some kind of quality customer service and to let, you know, buyers know that I'm not just going to leave you hanging out there. So I didn't walk through it, but I think you guys kind of all saw general gist. Boom, that's packaged now. Piece of paper there. You want this, it needs to be flexible, it needs to be able to go through. Experience has taught me typically my cards are not damaged in this process. I will not show you putting my label on because there's obviously addresses and all sorts of information that I'm guessing that people do not want the general public to know. But I'll slap postage on there and move on. So I packaged these all up last night so that I'd have them ready for today. So now I've already pulled all the cards, all I'm doing, and printed off the labels. All I'm doing at this point is going through TCGPlayer, pulling open my, grabbing my my orders, and just going through and finding the next one on the list. So sometimes I struggle with this a little bit, and I need to just kind of get my rhythm with it. I do kind of like doing it in real time. It just makes the process a little bit simpler, because in real time I can just package and go, package and go, package and go. But sometimes, especially when I have when I have like 50 plus orders, I just try to pull cards and just kind of, you know, break it down separately. Like I ship, you know, I pull cards and I put them in their, you know, the card holders, and then I ship out later, just, you know, to keep it simple. I'm a simple creature. So let me try finding the next one. I am struggling a wee bit to find it. And the nice part about my stacks is sometimes they don't do a great job of staying together. Let's check out. This is it. at least you get to listen to me on here for a long time. I think I shipped that one. I think I'm in a weird place where I think I shipped a lot of these cards. I'm just trying to find my space in the universe where... Okay, I shipped that one for sure. I remember that one yesterday. I leave you in this uncomfortable spot. Probably should just edit this all out so people are like, hey, this guy knows what he's doing, but that's how we learn, right? Okay, and we're off. Okay, so, sorry, it's a long break. Okay, so if you order 2 cards from me, here's my general rule of thumb. If one of them is a foil, it gets its own sleeve. I don't like putting foils in with other cards. However, if it's a regular, if it's just a normal card, I'll put multiple together in the same sleeve. Sorry, I mean, I know there's some people obviously that aren't going to like that, but the reality is I want to preserve foils. Foils are really picky. If I say a foil's near mint, unless I made an error, it's like pack fresh. In general, like foils are always going to be light play or moderate play just because of the nature of how easy the surfaces are scuffed. Like I'm not a big fan of rolling the dice and saying, hey, this thing is, near mint. See, I forgot it again. This thing's near mint when, bottom line, it's been rolling around with cards without, without a sleeve on. So once again, I keep foil separate from the rest of the cards. Try to preserve that. Like I can tell you right now, that Phyrexian Swamp I just packaged, 100%. Like I just pulled that out of a sealed set case. So 100% that product is definitely fresh. And this is where probably should have set all my stuff up, had my little envelopes ready to go, but instead I live in loose piles, which sometimes does not bode well. Here, let's set that over there so it's out of the way. Let's pause. And we're back. Sorry. Realized I was out of number 6 envelopes, so I went back and grabbed some. So, fold up and package. I talked how I deal with foils. Now I'm just going through, just following the order my labels are printed in. I'm gonna have to put postage on a little bit later. That I think is another interesting learning curve with TCG, because once again, if you've used eBay, if you have used eBay, or if you haven't used eBay, the thing with eBay is, got more cards here. Let's make sure, I'm gonna make sure I actually have, so see, these all share a single sleeve. Make sure I got the cards I'm supposed to have in here. I'm gonna click into the order, and this is the stuff that you gotta, oh, I do have the order, sorry. It's 2. So this is 2, this is a larger order. This individual's bought for me before. Okay, and then just make sure within the order, I double check. I've made this mistake. I definitely want to make sure I don't mess up orders. You got 1 Angel Archon, Sun's Grace, and then we got 3 Zur the Enchanters. Okay, we got that order. Made sure I got it. So this one, I'm gonna go with, there's definitely a point of diminishing returns when you're doing this. So there's 4, so I'm gonna go 4 apiece. 8's too big for a single number 6 envelope. You could probably get away with sending it a number 6 with a non-machinable and an extra ounce. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes I think sometimes I just pay for more postage to feel good about things. I don't need to give them 2. Put my little guy in there. Give me a second. Let me use my favorite. I hope you don't hate painter's tape. I know there's people that hate it. I'm sorry I use it. I have other ways to ship, but I guess from my perspective, this is kind of the most efficient method for this. I try different methods. I definitely have sent cards different ways. I kind of always am tweaking, fine tuning. By all means, if for some reason you've ordered from me and you happen upon this video and you have input, let me know. Like, it's not like people reply back to you on TCG and say, wow, you did a great job packaging my cards, or, what a great experience, or man, my cards. I mean, I've had a couple people say, hey, you put too many cards in the semi-flexible, and that's great. Let me know that the semi-rigid, I put too many cards in and it caused them to be dislodged and there may have been damage done. Because then guess what? Now I know that, hey, that's too many cards. Now I know, hey, let's not do that. That's not going to work. And yeah, so there we go. We're going big kit envelope here. And then all I do at this point is put the label on, and I'll do, that one's going to weigh like 8 cards. You're probably talking like 1.4 ounces. How I know that, don't ask. 1.4 ounces that'll weigh, so it'll take we'll do a non-machinable, which is why on the label, which you can't hear, I'll show you, because I can cover addresses up. So on the label, I put non-machinable on there, so hopefully USPS knows not to run it through their sorting machine. That's mixed results at this point. And then I'll put my postage on here, which will be one non-machinable, which will be the butterfly stamp. And then you'll get a school bus as well for the extra ounce stamp. So that is my process. That's usually 8 or more. 6 I'll do in one. I've had no issues with 6 in one single envelope before. It weighs under an ounce. I feel like it still is it isn't rigid. It still has flexibility and it still can get through the sorting machine. Once again, until I hear different. So it's always that piece. I can't really adjust until I hear different from somebody. So I am all ears. Okay, next order, easy one. Once again, 2 cards. Make sure 2 cards are in there. Like I said, I've been here long enough to verify my own work, especially when I'm packaging at midnight, because I got 3 kids and my days run long sometimes. They start early. I don't take naps, and if I'm packaging cards at midnight or pulling cards at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, I can make mistakes. Once again, packaged. Boom, ready to go. All I have to do is verify that I am in fact shipping it to the right person. Once I see the name, pull it, put it on the envelope, and just keep rolling. That's kind of my my spiel with this, guys. I just kind of want to make a little video, show kind of this side of what I do. Once again, don't know if this is going to get any interest. Don't know. I know people like watching shorts, so I'm probably going to, I'm pretty sure Target will restock today or tomorrow. Typically Wednesday, Thursdays, they're restock around us. So my plan is to run in there, and maybe, I really like these mystery boxes because I'm a degenerate. So I was thinking about grabbing maybe 1 or 2 mystery boxes, and I thought that would make for some good content, ripping those on camera and just kind of seeing how we do. But I just kind of wanted to show. So once I got some old Final Fantasy going out, I got some Edge of Eternities. I bought a lot of bulk off of somebody, and I have been sifting through bulk, finding commons with some value. I definitely, and then I've also got some rares. I've got some bulk rares that I've been going through as well, finding cards that are, well, have a good enough condition and have the value to sell on TCG. And I've been slowly kind of dropping those in my TCG store. eBay as well. eBay's typically, I'm trying anything above 250. I'm trying to slide on eBay. So, like I said, I think that between both my stores, I have a nice little selection right now. Got some good inventory and just something that, could be appealing to people out there buying. Yeah, I just keep going, guys. Just gonna keep going, keep listing, keep selling, keep shipping, keep refining. Whoa, that got on camera. Let's edit that out. But yeah, this is the dream right here. This is the final piece of the process. Everybody buys everything, and then obviously they want it shipped. And I definitely had to reorganize myself a little bit. It was really easy when I was just shipping. I had maybe like 30 sets total. It was super easy for me to to work through 30 sets, right? I have everything organized by set. Every set's organized alphabetically. Pull, set, go. Well, my problem now is that I've gotten more into bulk and just more into just cards over the last 15, 20 years, is that I have so much more. There are too many sets. So, like, I'm getting to the point where I need to, sort alphabetically. So, I went and bought one of those cool little alphabetical sorters. I don't know if you've seen those. I think BCW makes them. And they have they have a tab for each letter, and that saved me yesterday. Like I have not done the greatest job of listing using TCG and putting my cards in a good place to where I can retain information. And I ran into some issues yesterday pulling inventory where I just could not find things. So I needed that to get organized, and yeah, I feel like, damn, I did it again. I need to stop putting stuff up on there. I'll have to figure out how to edit that out. I'll figure it out. Let's look here. I got a message. Pokemon holiday calendar releases. You always see messages on TCG. I try to reply immediately. I do not like letting people sit on red or anything like that. You buy cards from me. I feel like I owe it to you to give you answers. If it's missing, if it's not, I mean, I try to do my best to keep buyers satisfied. Yeah. But I try, even as you've seen, like in the middle of me trying to process orders, I still jump right into what's going on, because I know people spend their money on this. I know money's tight a lot of times, and I don't want to put, if you spend money on something, you deserve to have the product that you want on the backside. So I will, every time I'm going to try to, meet my end of this obligation. Hopefully, more often than not, my end's met, and, we potentially don't have to communicate. But if you do want to give me comments on my shipping, how I'm doing it, any kind of feedback, I'm all ears. I'm not going to get offended. I'm not going to get upset. I don't want to get in a pissing contest. I'm not going to argue with you, because everybody's got a different perspective. And I just believe that everybody's got value to add to things, and we can always learn. So, by all means, let me know. Move on. We're at 17 minutes of this video. I am long-winded. I do not shut up. I am sorry. It is who I am, I guess. I've always been a talker. That reminds me, I wanted to go on my greatest rampage about the new TCGPlayer app. My lord, is that thing a nightmare for scanning. Like, I loved the old one for scanning and listing. It was the greatest thing for TCGPlayer. Like, I constantly was able to scan list. The scanning tool was so effective and accurate and just easy. And like, this new tool is inconsistent with the scanning, but even if it's not inconsistent, even if it gets the right card, my other issue is it'll only show like 10 deep. So if you scan a card like, Reliquary Tower, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, like anything that has multiple printings, right? Rampant Growth, everything like that. The issue then is it could scan the right card, but because it only shows you 10 results, it only lets you, you have to either rescan, you have to basically skip it and rescan it and try finding the right one, or you can manually enter it. And my issue I've been having with it is the old TCG app used to be able to go in and you just said, hey, the cards are light play, right? Like if I'm going through something I bought from somebody and it's cards that, I didn't open pack fresh, I want to make those light play. I mean, they're light play or moderate play. I mean, I'm not going to say something's near mint if I didn't rip it pack fresh. Like, that's just, so what I've ran into issues with the new TCGPlayer app is every time like you back out and manually enter it, it resets that little piece to where now it puts cards back to near mint, when really I want them categorized as light play. So I've struggled with that a lot. I'm definitely having to try to work a different method. I need to find another way to kind of list things on TCG. I need to work more with Mana. I use ManaBox for my eBay listings. That's kind of where ManaBox is definitely where moving on to the next one, I guess. We're just rolling. eBay is definitely where I do my, I like ManaBox for it. It's consistent. It pulls good data for me. I'm able to, the nice thing is I'm able to just go in and marry it up with the eBay's, they got their little document upload, like report upload, so that I can go in and just mass list cards. Works really well with that. Combining that with Scryfall data has been super, super effective for me. So I thought I was on the up and up. Everything was great. And then TCGPlayer decided they had to go revamp their app. Good job adding more TCGs to it. I think that was long overdue, and that's a good thing. But it definitely needs more fine tuning. So I'm hoping that we kind of see some fixes. I'm really hoping the next couple months, maybe we see some updates and they kind of get it going a little bit more user friendly. But I apologize. I'm definitely struggling getting inventory updated and put in there, and just having to fight through it and get things accurately conditioned. It's been kind of slowed me down. Actually, not just kind of slowed me down. It definitely has slowed me down. There you go. Oh, hey guys, I'm at the 20-minute mark. I don't want to drone on any longer. Thanks for ordering from me. If you ordered from me, by all means, take a look if you want to. All the information right there, and it's all linked on my Facebook, my YouTube. So by all means, give me a look. Maybe I got something you like. Otherwise, I appreciate any views. You have a wonderful afternoon, and fly over TCG. Take her easy. Bye.